Welcome to Sports Talk with the Cowboy.
Welcome and thanks for riding with the Cowboy. We enjoyed the opening weekend of the United States Football League inaugural reboot Saturday night with the New Jersey Generals against the Birmingham Stallions in the first game of the new league. And it was a real well-played game for the few weeks that they've been together as teams. And the Birmingham Stallions came out ahead 28-24 in an exciting game Saturday night. It was a good game. And then on Sunday, the Michigan Panthers played the Houston Gamblers. The Houston Gamblers won that game 17-12 against the Michigan Panthers. They were behind 17-0 at one point, came back and made it close. And then the New Orleans Breakers and the Philadelphia Stars had a shootout Sunday afternoon, 23-16 victory by the New Orleans Breakers in a offensive show on both teams. It was a well-played, hard-fought game. Of course, our Tampa Bay Bandits game against the Pittsburgh Maulers Sunday night was canceled due to lightning, but rescheduled for Monday. So Monday at 7 p.m., the Maulers from Pittsburgh and the Tampa Bay Bandits took the field for the first time, and our Tampa Bay Bandits won the game 17-3 on the arm of Temu, our quarterback. Played a good game, threw a lot of good passes, and had a good offensive show in that first half. The Pittsburgh Maulers came back in the second half and changed a few things up. We didn't get any points in that second half. We missed one field goal that we attempted, but we carried the day and won the first game 17-3. So for the first week of the United States Football League, the four teams in the North all lost, and all the four teams in the South all won. So it was a good week overall. It was a good game. It was a well-played game for the weeks they were together. It was what raw football looks like. And the players played hard, and the audio and some of the technical advances the USFL made were very evident. And a lot of people told me they enjoyed to hear the sounds of the hits and the coaches talking to the quarterbacks, and it was a great experience. And we've got another weekend of it this week, kicking off Saturday and Sunday. There'll be 2 games Saturday and 2 games Sunday. The Tampa Bay Bandits will play at 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon on NBC against the New Orleans Breakers, which is a team in their division, or their conference, so to speak, because there's 4 teams in each one. So, anyhow, first week of USFL football, it was a pretty good, exciting week. If you didn't get to watch it, get down on the television and enjoy a game. And we'll be glad to hear your feedback and continue to support the USFL as we will this weekend against the New Orleans Breakers. It was an experience, though, that was a rebirth of the old teams, and that gave it some legacy, which I appreciated also, the uniforms and some of the pomp and circumstances of the old USFL reborn with the new USFL. The 14 stars on the U and the S, F, and the L are the 14 original USFL teams, so we can hope that there one day will be 14 teams. I had a question last week about how many teams there were, and there was 14, and maybe there will be. And then we're going to move on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers are continuing to prepare for the April 28th NFL draft. They will draft 27th in the first round. We still have not signed Adonican Sue. I do not know why. I think it's leverage that Jason Light's trying to pull on the contract. Maybe they don't want to give him 8 or 9 or 10 million this year, want to give him a little bit less and get a young defensive tackle to take his place, so to speak, and he not play as many snaps. I don't exactly know what the Adonican Sue situation is. The Rob Gronkowski situation, of course, as we know, he had said that it was going to be a while before he got back in there. He was going to make him wait or something in this quote that he made out of a barbershop after Brady came back. He has said he doesn't know, but you know when them galls get to flying in June and July, he's going to want a part of it. So that's the only thing that I can see in the horizon of the 2 players that are probable that we need to get into place, at least Adonican Sue before the draft, the 28th. But I think we're going to be shooting for a defensive tackle whether he's in there or not. So that's the news on the Bucks for right now. The Tampa Bay Lightning has hit a skid spot with about a week left in the NHL season. They're going to make the playoffs, but they've had an awful hard time winning games lately. That's not good going into the playoffs. Of course, they're the 2-time defending Stanley Cup champs. They're going to try to make history and make it 3 in a row being the world champion. that they're going to make the playoff run, but we want to see a little bit better play out of the players. It doesn't seem like they're hitting on all cylinders. They're winding up short a point or two in each game. But we're continuing to support and watch the Tampa Bay Lightning and prepare for the playoff run. And these series will be very important. Whoever they draw in their series is going to be a tough draw because all of the teams are pretty closely competitive. So it's not going to be a team that there's going to be first round. It's going to be an easy series. We're going to sweep them easy. It's going to be tough hockey throughout that whole series in their own conference to get up and advance. So we'll continue to watch the Lightning. The Major League Baseball is continuing to be played. The Tampa Bay Rays are having difficulty at the plate hitting the ball. Their pitching has been fairly good. They've got some young pitchers they're bringing in, but their bats are cold. They can't seem to get the points in when they need them, and they're winding up losing games by 1 or 2 points. They've been up in Chicago. They played the Cubs last night. They played the White Sox last week and lost that series to the White Sox. They stayed in Chicago, played both the teams there. And it's cold and miserable up there, too. It's in the 40 degrees here in April, and it's miserable. But they have had a little bit of a slump of 162 games, so that's what's going on with the Rays since our last broadcast. And now we're going to try to mention to you the professional jet ski races that will be held, water sports races in Avon Park, opening the series for the professionals that was held in Sebring last year will be held in Avon Park, April 29th through May 1st on Lake Verona and Avon Park. Sports Talk with the Cowboy will have live coverage of that event. We'll be out there with the teams and with the participants in that event coming up in Avon Park. We just wanted to mention that to you tonight. And also, I'd like to mention that Jordan Spieth won his golf tournament. He hadn't won a golf tournament since last Easter. So the man won at the Valero, Texas Open last Easter Sunday. This year he won up at Hilton Head, South Carolina, the tournament Sunday on Easter. So that's back-to-back Easter Sundays for Jordan Spieth, and he won that tournament Sunday. And now we're going on to the questions and answers, which we ask all our viewers to give us every week. And I had one today from Joe from Philly, and I met Joe today personally, and he asked, will Jordan Davis of Georgia fall to the Eagles at the 15th pick? And Joe, I think that's going to be hard because Jordan Davis is a wanted quantity in this year's draft. The Bucks, we just went over and mentioned, are looking for defensive tackle help. I think he's the best in the draft. And you're asking your question whether the Philadelphia Eagles have to come up from 15 to get him. Probably. I would suspect he'll go in the top 10. I figure he's going about 7th, 8th, or 9th, maybe 10th at the low end. And I think the Bucks would love to have him here there at 27. I think they might make a play for him too. There's going to be quite a few teams making a play for him. But I don't think he's going to go to 15. It all depends a lot about the quarterback. Some of the quarterback picks early, some of the team needs. But he's projected to be in that top. They might wait to 15. They might, but they're going to be biting their nails. Okay, so they might have to move up a spot or two. And I think the Bucks are going to make a run for him too. I really do believe the Bucks are going to try to make a run for him. Whether that happens or not, I don't know, Joe. God bless you. Thank you for your support, and thank you for this question. And it was good meeting you today, talking to you in person. And the next one is from Cindy. And Cindy's a lifelong Buccaneer fan and USFL Tampa Bay Bandit fan. And she just wanted to know, did I think the Tampa Bay Bandits offense was a good showing for them this year in this new United States Football League kickoff? And Cindy, I thought they did pretty good for a team that hadn't had very much time to be prepared with each other. Only 3 weeks did they ever even get together. It meant that the coaching staff's only been on the job for a month. So for them to get out and do what they did, I thought was really, really good. I thought the Pittsburgh team kind of figured them out after the first half. They only had one offensive scheme. You know, when you get more developed, you have 5, 6, 10 schemes. They stop you on one, you just throw another scheme out. They only had really one good scheme, and that was the first half. The second half, they kind of figured out what they did the first half and shut them down. But I thought they did pretty good. The USFL, I remember back when Steve Spurrier and them in the original USFL, they didn't get going very good. They had old Gary Anderson running the ball quite a lot. So give them a few weeks, and Cindy, I think you'll see a little bit better click on that offense in the second halves, because the defenses are going to figure out what the offenses are going to do. And that just goes to show you how pure that game really is, that USFL. So thanks for your question, Cindy, and God bless you for your support. DjX, what you got for me tonight?
Well, Cowboy, we got these Pittsburgh Maulers out here acting crazy, man. They doing some crazy stuff out here. I don't know what's going on with them, but news has it the Pittsburgh Maulers are finally playing their first game in the brand new USFL on Monday night. But they were in the news all day to strange situations captured as part of a documentary. And a scene from United by Football, a season in the USFL that went viral on Monday, Pittsburgh head coach Kirby Wilson cut running back Davon Smith after he asked a cafeteria worker for a slice of pizza.
I've heard that story and seen that film. It's a sad situation, and it was sad. I don't know the circumstances of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the backstory of it.
Well, we're going to get to that. Here we go. The incident made Wilson and the Maulers look petty and childish, as it was clear that most people disagreed that the punishment fit the crime. Meanwhile, Smith took to Twitter to defend himself after the clip went viral. I said nothing disrespectful or did anything disrespectful, Davon Smith on Twitter. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a sound bite of what was going on with him and the coaches.
Okay.
All right, so let's get to that.
Won't be a problem. I said yes. I said, I walked away. I mean, I didn't think that was disrespectful. Me saying yes, I don't eat chicken salad. And I was like, is there another option? Walked in with pizza. And I was like, can I get a slice of pizza? He said no. I was like, he said, is that going to be a problem? I said yes. That's all I said. I didn't say no cuss word, nothing. That's all I said. I promise you, no disrespectful on my dad's life. I promise you I didn't say nothing disrespectful besides yes.
And I appreciate you sharing that. What matters is done. It's done. I appreciate you sharing it. But through love, someone's feelings, hurt feelings, are a distant second to the greater good of the team. And we've moved on and turned that page, and I'm happy we did it.
I can't mope about something. Just go home and work. I ain't no dumb thing, so I'll figure it out.
Wow.
Terrible. It was terrible.
Well, that's what I got for you tonight, Cowboy.
Well, that Kirby Wilson, I'll tell you, he's been a coach for 23 years, running backs coach, wide receivers coach. He was with the Las Vegas Raiders last year. And a lot of people always ask, why didn't Kirby Wilson ever get a shot as a head coach? Well, maybe this is why, Kirby, you never got a shot as a head coach. I don't know what went on with this chicken sandwich he wanted, and he couldn't get a pizza, a slice of pizza. And you thought he was disrespecting you, and that was the big thing with you. But maybe that's why they never gave you nobody, being in charge of anybody but the running backs or somebody like that. Because you ain't got nothing between your ears. Frankly, sir, I don't have no respect for you, But that's only my opinion, and everybody's got one. At least we got to hear what was said. Thank you for your support and continued support. I want to thank all the viewers, and I want to thank the studio and everybody that makes this possible. Again, continue to support, share, subscribe, and leave your comments. We need them so we can put these questions out and give you the answers that you want. And until next time, God bless you, and Cowboys out.